Hello, and welcome to another episode of Winning Where It Matters. My name is Kyei Amoako, and it's a pleasure to have you join me once again. Today, I want to talk about missed opportunities, the opportunities we miss because we are not paying attention or we're not looking at things closely enough. I often make a stop on my way to work in a gas station where I would buy a cup of coffee and a muffin, and I've done that for a long time. So I walk in, grab my coffee, come to the counter, and this nice lady at the counter looks at me and says, "You know, you could get a second muffin for free, right?" And I looked at her with a puzzled look, and she pointed at the sign. The sign had been there all this while. It says if you buy a cup of coffee with a muffin, you get the second one free. It's right there. It was there. But I had never seen it because I didn't look. I just picked up my muffin, picked up my coffee, said my hellos, and paid for it, and then keep moving. So I've gotten into that routine, and so I must have gone into that store maybe 50, 100 times. And each of those times, I could have gotten a second muffin for free, but I didn't. Now, I may have chosen to go with just one muffin because that's all I needed, but I think I would have appreciated knowing that I had the option to take a second muffin and then decide not to take it. And so, not knowing that I had the option of taking the second muffin means I've probably left 100 muffins on the table. Now, the point is not the muffin. Muffin here is just representing opportunity, opportunities that we leave on the table because we are not paying enough attention. I'm guilty of it. You're guilty of it. So I want to bring this awareness to life so that as we go through our routines and do the things that we do and relate with the people around us, let's think about if there's a second muffin that we may be leaving because we're not looking closely enough. It could be an opportunity. It could be an opportunity to solve a problem, but you're not looking beyond the problem. And so you're not seeing a possible solution. That could be you leaving a muffin on the table. It could be about the people around us. There are people who bring perspectives that could help, insights that could help us shape our decisions or take steps. But we just do what we do and we stay in our routines and we ignore or we miss or we don't look closely for that person's input. And so we leave that on the table. It could be as a manager, you have an employee who probably is not performing at the highest level. And so that's all you see. And you're not seeing past that to see their potential. That's leaving muffin on the table. Or you could be an employee who don't particularly like your boss, and so you think your boss is out to get you. So anytime your boss is giving you feedback, you're thinking, uh, I don't know if I want to trust this person, and so you don't listen to their feedback and take it and apply it. That's leaving muffins on the table. So as we go forward, let's pay attention to the things around us. Let's look a little closely because there are things that we all tend to leave on the table because we're not paying close enough attention. So ask yourself, are there people that you should be paying more attention to, or people whose insights you should be inviting into the things that you do to help you do things better? When I go into the store next time, I may or may not take a second muffin, but at least that will be me choosing not to take a muffin, not to take a second muffin, but I at least know I have that option. And then I'm choosing to take a different route. But if I keep passing up opportunities and leaving them on the table because I did not know, I think that's a disservice to me, and I don't want to do that. So I know I've said muffin a lot of times in this episode, but hopefully it helps you remember that there's almost always an opportunity to get a second muffin, and that's the opportunity that you would find if you look a little closer. And I hope you like this episode. If you do, please hit the like button and also share it with others and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, I believe in you, and I hope you believe in yourself too. I'll see you on the next one.